Hey YouTube, Urban Shift here. I've had a few requests to do a video on my Urban EDC / Bugout Bag, so here we go. I'll break these up in a couple of short videos, not to bore anybody. My personal philosophy on preparedness is whatever you feel you may need in an emergency situation should be close by, like on your person, in your car, and of course your home. In my particular situation, I work 40 miles away from my home in New York, and I park my car near a train station where I live. So after going through some urban emergency situations like New York City riots, blackouts, and of course 9/11 being the worst in my lifetime, I've decided my EDC work bag needs to be my Bugout bag and should be on my person or close to it 95% of the time when I'm mobile. During 9/11, myself and a million other people were stranded with no transportation to get home. I was unprepared, very scared, and I didn't have a plan. That experience changed me forever. With that said, the contents of my bag cover food, first aid, communications, navigation, shelter, cooking, self-defense, hygiene, and signaling. So I'm going to start with my communications, electronics, and navigation system for you guys to get started. But I did want to point out that the bag that you use for your Bugout bag is extremely important. I'm using the Kelty Red Wing 44, which is perfect for my needs. I'm not going to get into the technical details of the bag. Maybe I'll have a separate video for that. However, I wanted a durable bag with good rugged material, relatively waterproof, lots of pockets and pouches and strong zippers, and of course, you know, a good harness system, because you know it's not the lightest bag when I fill it up, and it is my work bag. I carry a laptop in it and whatnot, so you know, it needs to be somewhat comfortable. So you know, EDC bag is your choice of an EDC bag is critical. So here we go. So here are my comm, nav, and electronics. I'm not going to review the technical details of each device. Perhaps, like I said, I'll create a separate video if anyone's interested. So for starters, of course, I have my primary communications is my cell phone. Although I have important contacts are stored electronically, I also keep a written down copy of them, because for me with cell phones, I don't memorize the numbers so quickly because they're stored via names or titles. So a backup paper copy is always a good thing to have, in my opinion. I keep a backup cell phone. This is my old BlackBerry. This is not in service. However, I still can dial 911 with this guy, and I do have important contact information in this guy. Excuse me. So in the event I had to use this and call, you know, 911, I have the ability to do that. So I keep a backup there, and I keep the battery stored outside of the phone for longer storage. I'm currently pursuing my ham radio technician's license, and decided to go with the Baofeng UV5R for my mobile ham radio. It's lightweight, it's durable, relatively waterproof. I have all the emergency organization frequencies stored and pre-programmed for listening, and will have the ability to communicate with the outside world should cellular service go down. So this is my Baofeng. Great little radio. I like to carry an AM FM radio, you know, to listen to news or emergency services. This actually came in really handy during Hurricane Sandy, when I wanted to listen to emergency services, and this worked great for me. And I keep the batteries outside of it for better, longer storage, battery storage. For navigation, I have my old school trusty eTrex Legend, which I think is a fantastic GPS. It's you know, I've had it for a long time, and I also use it for geocaching, which excuse me, I recently got into, and it works great. So that's what I use primarily for my GPS navigation. And of course, when all the electronics fail, I have my trusty Silver Ranger compass, which I've had for a little while. Great compass. I use the Spot GPS satellite personal tracker. Typically for my outdoor adventures, it allows me to send I'm okay messages, to my family when I'm out in the bush, and can communicate with emergency services to pinpoint my location in the event of a life-threatening situation that requires, rescue. So I really think this is a really critical device to have in an urban and outdoor environment. It's a great life-saving tool. In my area in New York City, and even where I live, there are still payphones. So in the event all my communication devices were down, excuse me, I'd at least have the ability to make a phone call, to someone in the event I need assistance, or to let them know I'm okay, that kind of thing. So I carry some corders with me. I like to carry a map of my location where I'm working, and I have some exit points marked on this map in the event I need to get out of the city, and these, where I have them marked, gives me direction on where I can go to possibly get home. I also carry a subway map, always a good thing to have if you're in an area that has a good subway system like New York City. And as a last resort, I do carry a map of my last resort bug out location. It is in the woods. In the event I really couldn't stay in the city, and I needed to get out and go to my bug out location. So as part of my charging system, for my cell phone, I have the Mophie Juice Pack Plus, which kind of doubles the battery life on my cell phone. And the backup to that, I use this Gold Zero Nomad solar power system. This is excellent. I've actually had this used this on a 6-day 100-mile hike in the Appalachian Trail, and it did a fantastic job charging my electronic devices. This is a great tool, and lucky for me, it was sunny most of those days, so the solar panels had the ability to charge this little guy, which charged my cell phone. For my mobile internet, excuse me, I use a Verizon MiFi 4G Lite hotspot. I'm in the IT field, and this comes in handy, when I'm on the go and I need to be online. So this is what I carry for mobile internet. And last, for my electronics, I carry in this Maxpedition pouch all the cables that I need for charging. I have my car charger. I can charge multiple devices, mini USB, micro USB, my iPhone 4. I carry an iPhone 5 cable also in the event I bump into somebody and they need to charge their phone. I keep this wire as a backup. I also have some backup batteries for my GPS and spot device. And I carry a spare iTouch, which basically stores a bunch of really cool first aid, emergency, educational type applications that I can use to read or review in the event I needed to look up something. And it has some pictures of my family for some motivational, support if I'm in an emergency situation and I need some inspiration. So I have that. So like I said, this was going to be a short video, guys. There you have it. This is my navigation, communication / excuse me, electronic system. Feel free to post any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. And like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much, guys. And remember, preparedness is never part-time.